Welcome, welcome. It's the Whitelines 100 where we do all of the heavy lifting, more than 300 products in 3 testing locations across the world so that you know exactly which products to invest in for this winter. And if you're looking at bindings for 2026, then you could do a lot worse than the Bataleon Blasters. We've featured these before, all mountain binding, but they're a little bit, I'd say, on the freestyle end of the spectrum because they've got this ASIM base plate. So you've got alloy on the inside of your instep on your boot, but no plate on the outside here, and that really softens things up, gives them a buttery flavour. There's a cradle strap, super flexible. These things give a mould around your boot, so you don't get pressure points from either the heel or the toe strap. You've got a toe ramp on the footbed, so it pushes up under the boot. The moment you lean on your toes, you're going to get pressure on the edge. And then there's a little bit of cant in the footbed as well, so it takes the pressure off your knee joints. You've also got mini discs, much smaller mounting discs, so they don't interrupt as much of the board's flex as a normal size disc. But the big innovation for this year on the Blaster is the FASE technology, fast entry system. This is the hybrid between the standard vehicle of a strap binding and the electric vehicle of a step-in binding. This has supposedly the best of both worlds. You've got all of the precision and customizability of a strap binding, and then you've got the convenience and ease of a step-in system with this very clever little hinging high back. So the way this works, you've got this neat little hinge on the high back there that you step on, and that works in tandem with an ankle strap that doesn't actually undo, just slides in and then you tighten it up. Probably the most important part of this, you're not paying a cent more than you would for the normal Blaster for the FASE technology. It is supposedly the best of both worlds. Let's see if Ronan Thompson agrees. He's going to take it for a thrash through Cadrona Alpine Resort. Right, they've been busy out on the mountain with Ronan. It's time now to pass judgment on the Bataleon Blasters with that FASE technology. So, brand new for this year. Yeah. What do you reckon? Like, the first question people are going to ask, is it a gimmick or does it work?
I think it definitely works. The only thing I'd say is it does take a little bit to get used to. Just spend a bit of time getting the strap at the right length that works for you. And just practice putting your foot into that binding.
The more time I put into them though, the more convinced I've become.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally.
Essentially what you're doing with this is getting rid of the toe strap.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You've got that heel strap that you just lock in yourself, which once you get used to the system, it can be quite efficient because you can do it as you're moving. Really good if you're working on the mountain as well.
One of the key bits as well, with a lot of the step-in or step-on technology that's come out over the last 5 to 7 years, there's been a bit of added weight, but someone picked this up earlier, didn't they? And how did they describe it?
Yeah, they said it was
like a ride board.
Just like a ride board, yeah.
Which, like, to me, that's the snowboarder's universal word for it feels light.
It's pretty light, 100%. And it's got this ASIM technology here, which is nice and gives a really good sort of board flex feel with the binding.
Well, you've only got the base plate coming through on one side, so that you can actually feel that your foot can roll out a little bit.
Totally, 100%, which allows for, I guess, a nicer press on that board, pulling it up. Another function I really like is the bigger heel strap. Adds like a whole nother layer of support on the boot, which is really nice. And it's got this mesh technology, which allows sort of flex on the edge, but in the center point, it's really stiff.
And the idea behind this, I think they call it an Augs Tech cradle strap.
Yeah.
It takes all the pressure off the top of your foot and spreads it around the side. And I mean, we're agreed on this. The toe strap as well, considering you're not undoing the toe strap, you've got so much flexibility to roll over the front of your toe there. It catches the toe as 100%. You step into it. So a great binding with the addition of the FASE technology just got even better. Time to get our hands dirty with the details on the Bataleon Blaster. A great binding before they put this FASE system on, but it's even better now, I've got to say. Part of that is because you've got this Augs Tech strap, super light, super flexible, but also super strong. When you combine it with the fact that that toe strap is critical to making this step-in system work, that flex there means that the toe just pushes in and holds the grip. So then all you do, bang, bang, 2 straps and you're into the binding. When you undo it, kick it out, and then you're pulling out like that. But that toe strap stays closed. And because you've got so much flexibility in it, it works really, really well. Very, very comfortable ankle strap as well. That's ergonomically designed with quite a lot of give so that it holds the pressure, not just on that big bone running across the top of your ankle, but it spreads it across the whole boot. So a super comfortable binding. It's got this ASIM frame as well. So you've got a big bar down the insole of it, but nothing on the outsole. So quite flexible, the boot can roll out a little bit and you do feel that. It's still supported, but you've got quite a lot of flexibility if you want to get a bit of tweak and bone. In terms of the footbeds, super adjustable. You've got a gas pedal on the front there, which means it's going to lift your toes slightly if you've got big feet. And we talked about it in the chat, but a 3-degree cant, you can see that there. So it just pronates your foot slightly and eases the pressure on your knee joints. You've also got a mini disc hole here. What's the difference? Well, that is a normal size disc. That is the Bataleon Blaster disc. So probably about 1 centimetre smaller in total, half an inch. And what it means is it puts it's a smaller footprint on the board. So it's disrupting the flex of the board less. You're probably worried looking at that you have less adjustability on this disc. And you'd be right. There is no adjustability on the disc, but you've got screws inside the binding so you can shift the heel cup forwards and backwards if you want to move your boot either closer to the toe edge or closer to the heel edge. This is a brilliant binding. It's $410, 380 euros, and there is a lot of tech in here. You're not paying any more money for the FASE technology either. That comes as standard now on these bindings. So you've got a hybrid step-in binding with a lot of comfortable, really high performance tech. If you're looking for a new set of bindings this winter, definitely check out the Bataleon Blaster.